Welcome to the Skyforest podcast. This is the story of the Skyforest 3 star freighter sent out on a routine mission. But that routine mission contained a few nasty surprises, or actually, several thousand of them. Our cast includes the voices of Lindsey Nelsen, Robert Rice, Fabian Vasquez, Cecily Knobler, Nate Leiper, and Dave Pirinelli. Written, directed, and edited by Dave Pirinelli in Hollywood, California. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a 5-star review and ask your friends to come have a listen. Thanks for your support. In Episode 1, we meet Captain Vosco and his crew on the Skyforest 3 space freighter. They're on an intergalactic mission to pick up farmed oxygen and deliver supplies to Skyforest Base, 107 light-years from Earth. Skyforest Base should have billions of liters of fresh oxygen ready to load up, but things aren't at all like they should be. Let's join them. A vivacious young woman strides dreamily through gentle woods. Long blonde hair and a summery dress flow gently over her youthful body. From above, light shines down through tall trees to a clearing ahead of her. She saunters bouncily out into the open, into the light. She's thrilled to find a swirl of silvery butterflies dancing in the air. They sparkle and flash in the light, moving magically. She joins them and dances in their shimmery cloud. They rise and fall in torrents. She giggles in delight. They softly land all over her, and she smiles peacefully. Little red dots appear wherever they land, but just for a second, she playfully tosses her scarf into the air. The butterflies aggressively surround it as it falls, briefly holding it aloft. But we notice that one of her legs seems oddly misshapen as the light glows behind it. On closer inspection, the muscle has been eaten away. A quick flash of bone and gristle as she spins and twirls, oblivious. A massive star freighter, the Skyforest 3, hurls through space at superluminal speed. The crew of 70 is approaching their destination of Skyforest Base, 107 light-years from Earth. Skyforest Base is situated on an orbitally locked planet designated TK-47, one side perpetually in the light, the other side forever dark. When discovered, it was reported to harbor no native life, just plenty of substrate perfect for plant cultivation, and a massive subsurface ocean of fresh water. 3 glass domes on the illuminated side grow vast forests of oxylith plants. The pure oxygen they produce is needed at bases throughout the galaxy. Skyforest 3 is on the way to pick up half a year's production, 40 gigaliters. Skyforest 3 is part of a fleet of 4 identical freighters. Skyforest Base was designed with a single landing pad just for loading and unloading these behemoth transport ships. On the bridge, a top-notch crew taps efficiently its shiny panels. The entry port slides open, and the crew's energy picks up just a notch. Captain Pierce Vosco enters and walks proudly to his command chair. He's in his 40s and trim. He looks briefly over his crew, then gives a quick glance to his executive officer, Talladega, who moves from the captain's chair to his second-in-command seat. Exo Talladega Morris is in his 30s and buff from long hours spent in the ship's gym. A tight haircut that would make us think of Marines if they were still a thing. The crew looks to their captain, happy to have him back on deck. "Good morning, everyone. You all look perky. Anything I need to know about?" Captain Vosco smiles to his XO. Talladega smiles back. "All good. No red lights, no anomalies." "Excellent. Go ahead and catch some bunk hours. I want us all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we reach Skyforest Base later on." Engineering Officer Barit Tangi, late 20s, dark skin and hair, stops wagging her tail at this. "Sir?" "I'm sorry, Engineering Officer. An unfortunate old Earth phrase. Carry on. But while I have your attention, have we run a recent full diagnostic?" Her words remain professional even when she's annoyed, as she is now. "I just ran a complete suite of diagnostics a couple days ago. In my professional opinion, there's no need for additional testing at this time." The captain isn't satisfied. "Advise me when you've completed the full diagnostic." "Certainly, sir. I'll return from engineering once they've passed again." "Thank you, Barit. I promised all your families I'd bring you back in one piece, and it's a promise I intend to keep." "Of course, Captain. Who wouldn't after that heroic speech?" "Talladega, what are you still doing here?"
Just wanted to make sure you had no other concerns, sir."
"Go get some rest. That's an order." We'll be busy when we get to the base. It's what we've spent 20 months preparing for. See you after you've caught some winks.
Yes, sir. As Talladega leaves, Doc Alyssa enters and sits competently at the medical station.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Dr. A.
I took the initiative and went through the environmental systems. All good?
Thank you, Doctor. Oxygen filters?
Fresh this morning.
Patients in medbay?
None as of right now. That's why I'm up here bugging you fine folks.
That's what I like to hear. Williams, any updates from Relay Station X93?
Communications Officer Bert Williams is in his early 30s. His years at the academy have only dulled his southern drawl a touch. He's still a boy from Tennessee.
2 weeks ago, Skyforest 3 made their scheduled stop at the X93 relay station. They dropped supplies for the crew of 20 and refilled the station's oxygen tanks before heading on to Skyforest Base. The small communication relay station keeps Skyforest Base in contact with Earth. A massive quasar and the direct path between them makes normal communications impossible.
Just routine pings since our departure last week. No relayed news from Earth.
And
the last 2 reports were a little on the sloppy side. Not crossing all their T's.
the captain is mildly surprised.
Log it.
Copy, sir.
Barit arrives at engineering, peeved. Large whirring machines and vast pipes fill the room. Staff members check and log readouts. Barit walks in stiffly. Her assistant, Rogers, meets her near the entrance.
Any surprises, Rogers?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Some catalyst levels are a touch low.
Track it down. Captain doesn't want to end up like his dad.
His dad?
He was commander on that Jupiter moon station when things went south.
Ooh, jeez. Europa? How many died there?
All of them. Nearly 2,000 people.
Then I understand why he likes to run diagnostics.
Barit snorts, sits at her desk and plays with a geometric puzzle.
Early manufacturing defect. The seals decomposed due to a gas mix they only use there on Europa, which has created hours of busy work for us on every run we make. Now, today, 30 years after the accident.
Better safe than sorry?
I'm too busy for his paranoia. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me up after the diagnostics pass again and get those catalyst levels up.
She drops the puzzle, tilts her head back, and closes her eyes. Rogers looks at her a couple times, then gets to work. Some time has passed. The bridge crew moves with precision as they near their destination. It's the same bridge, but more focused.
Captain Vosco watches over his smoothly working staff, then turns to Talladega.
How are things looking, XO?
All systems nominal. Superluminal dropout point in 1 minute.
Williams, remind them, no point breaking any bones now. Williams taps keys on his console, leans to the mic.
Attention all Skyforest crew exiting superluminal to sublight imminently. Get to your Excel couches.
He keys a system that sends blasting alerts and audio with red flashing lights. The bridge crew's chairs all extend and inflate to accommodate them. They settle and click their harnesses closed.
Hit it.
Talladega works the panel. Lights flash and dance around them. Screens and outputs spool reams of data.
Deceleration sequence initiated. We're on auto.
The ship rocks gently. The white blur outside snaps into a view of a small sun and planets. The crew is visibly relieved.
And there's our marker beacons.
Outside, a string of glowing satellites marks the path to Skyforest Base. Their soft green light breaks up the vast emptiness of space. Cold, timeless, and very lonely out here in the backwaters. They've reached Skyforest Base. Skyforest 3 follows the string of beacons on its way toward the second planet, TK-47, home to Skyforest Base. On the bridge, the crew has released their harnesses. Some eagerly look out the windows, happy to see something out there.
All good? At the outer rim of B. Ignatius, arriving Skyforest Base within the hour.
Some lights flash red in front of Talladega. He taps buttons, reads an output.
It seems we lost our main O2 tank. What? Barit reports a meteor strike ruptured the manifold.
Vosco bangs his fist on a panel. Barit's face appears.
Number 3 oxygen tank ruptured on exiting superluminal.
And?
On our way there now to assess repairs, sir.
Are we in danger?
We lost our comfort cushion, but we still have 73 hours of oxygen in the auxiliary. And there's 40 gigaliters of it waiting for us down on the base. We'll be fine.
Ruptured O2 tank and fine don't go together. Keep me updated on repairs. Out. Williams, get me the cargo chief, Dan Rama.
Yes, sir.
Williams taps some keys. Seconds later, Dan Rama's hologram appears on the bridge. Young, nervous, and too skinny. And it looks like he could use a shower.
Can you join me on the bridge, Mr. Rama?
Right now? Well, certainly, sir. On my way.
Rama stomps around cargo control, incensed while tidying his uniform. Sitting at another desk is his assistant, Klaus Finkel, 20s and unkempt. Someday he won't be king anymore. Calls me up there like a little servant. Klaus accidentally knocks something to the floor. He guiltily picks it up and slides it under some other items. He is the captain. At first, Rama's transfixed with his anger at the captain. But he finally notices Klaus and some glittery particles on his fingers. Rama knocks things off Klaus's desk, finds a hidden vial and vaporizer. He holds them up.
What's this?
Rama shakes the vial. The shimmery powder inside floats back down like a snow globe. Klaus tries backing away, holds his hands out. It's just some sparkle. That stuff is everywhere on Earth now. Our dogs are crawling with it, and it's practically harmless. Rama quakes with anger. He tosses the items into an incinerator. They flare bright for a second and are gone. Now it's Klaus who's angry. Hey, that cost me like, He's calculating it in his head, knows it was a lot of money. Rama pulls a flashlight out of the junk littering his desk. Do you have more? That was all. It was just a little. Good. This time I'm not filing a report. This time. We don't do sparkle in my department. Oh, whatever. As Klaus retreats, Rama nails him with a flashlight from across the room. You don't understand. We don't do sparkle on this ship. We can't. We're too close to... What? Space? Jesus, get over yourself. Pretty sure I saw you at that Sparkle Palace a few times before we left Earth. Rama grabs a paperweight from his desk as Klaus races out. It smashes into the doorframe, barely missing Klaus. No, sparkle! Unseen in the hallway outside, Klaus pulls a larger vial from his uniform and smiles. A skinny and nervous Dan Rama enters the bridge. He's clutching his comm pad, looking at it for guidance. Cargo's his gig. He's uncomfortable here on the bridge. Loadmaster, keep this under your hat for now, but our main O2 tanks were damaged on exit from superluminal. Barit will be repairing it, but meanwhile we can't start the oxygen transfer. Can we deliver supplies to the base? 100% ready to go as soon as we land on the main freighter dock. I'll have no trouble downloading all supplies in 12 hours, or less. And loading up the lithium pallets? Commander Charles should have them all ready to go. Once our hold is cleared out, it will take them less than 6 hours to load in and secure. So it's all good. Nothing else to report. All good as long as everyone else has done their job. Thank you, Rama. Concentrate on your gig and let Barit figure out the oxygen problem. Yes, sir. And please keep the O2 issue under your hat. No need to upset the crew if it's an easy fix. Oh, of course, sir. You can count on me. The captain looks over some reports on an assistant's pad as Rama walks off. Rama makes a detour to Doc Alyssa's station. He keeps his voice down. Hey, Doc, have you had any colds or flus come into Med Bay? Or just some unusually tired crew members? She looks up, interested, and with some concern.
No, why do you ask? Are you feeling ill?
She reaches to touch his forehead. He lets her reluctantly. No, just a crew member feeling a touch pasty. Probably the old brown bottle flu again, if you know what I mean. She looks puzzled, but pulls her hand back.
Well, you don't have a fever, but if someone isn't feeling well, please have them come see me.
Oh, certainly. But nobody else is sick on board?
Not a soul. Medbay is clear. Not so much as a stubbed toe.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'll go get to work now. Thank you. He runs off awkwardly, leaving her with a suspicious look on her face. She turns to the captain, about to say something, but she decides against it. He has enough on his plate with the burst tanks. The captain turns to Williams. Let Base Commander Jarls know we're here. Tell him to roll out the red carpet and a keg of that hazy beer they make. High fives on the deck crew. Williams taps communication controls nonchalantly. Nothing happens. He tries again, gives a puzzled look. No response on the computer. Trying fallback analog audio now. He taps a switch and pulls a microphone close. Skyforest Base Control, UNS Skyforest 3 here. At outer marker and on approach. Copy?
Activity quiets as everyone listens for a welcoming voice, but there is none. Williams turns up the volume. We hear the static of space. Quasars, pulsars, and dying suns create pops and clicks and buzzing sounds. But nothing else.
No response, sir.
Boost it. More static and noise.
After 15 more seconds of static, Captain Vosco jumps from his seat and goes to the comm station.
Is it our comm equipment?
No, sir, all lights green. Vosco looks at his unnerved crew. Crunch time. Get me engineering. Barit's hologram pops up and snaps to attention. Her dark skin betrays a bead of sweat.
Captain, our comms are down, or the bases are. I need an answer in 20 seconds.
Barit's glowing hologram taps and swipes while her eyes dart around the readouts.
Ship comms now swapped to redundant backup array, running extended diagnostic cycle on primary.
Vosco nods, turns back to Williams. He knows what to do.
Skyforest Dome Control, this is Skyforest 3. Please respond.
Get me X-93 relay station. Maybe Skyforest Base reported technical issues before total system failure. Williams confidently taps his comm panels. Lights flash, it looks good. But then the frown returns. He pulls the microphone close again.
Relay Base X-93, this is Skyforest 3. Seeking status report for Skyforest Base.
Hope fades quickly. There's no answer. The relay base has gone silent too? What the heck's going on here? Thanks for listening to our tale of intrigue on the Skyforest podcast. Next time, the team makes their way into the seemingly abandoned base, where they discover a variety of bothersome mysteries. Can they locate the missing crew? What about the Skyforest 1? Why is it sitting dead at the dock instead of halfway back to Earth as it should be? All this and more in Episode 2 of the Skyforest podcast. Thanks for listening.